All right, that's it. Cannot wait anymore. I cannot wait for the timer. Just like all of these other people, just cannot wait to get out of their homes. Go to the beach, go to the mall, go to the first restaurant that's open. Cannot wait anymore, kids. We cannot wait for you. That wasn't even a 5-minute timer. Welcome back. Hi Fritas. Welcome back to this week in web development. Actually, it's this month in web development this time, because I took a little break. I've been struggling with planning this thing. I wanted to be on Friday. I wanted to be on Saturday. Couldn't find time for it. Was busy with other shit. Hey Flybuyer. Hey Steffi. And yeah, so I couldn't plan a day for it. Is it gonna be Friday? Is it gonna be Saturday? Maybe you can help me. What is a more convenient time for you? What time makes sense for you to sit down and watch someone rant about what happened in web development? So let me know if Friday is better, if Saturday is better. I'm picking this time because it's like early morning in the USA, some parts actually, and it's like a normal time all around the world. But I don't know, let me know please right now in the chat. Be like, Friday works best, Saturday works best. I've been trying to do all of my work and during the week, but I'm not sure if this part counts as work or as fun. So I've been struggling where to put it. Do I put it on Saturday? Is it fun or is it work? Anyway, let me know in the chat what works better for you. And maybe I'm gonna try to figure out a schedule that works for everyone. I don't know. Alrighty, how's it going? How are you? What's going on? I have no idea actually. To be honest with you, 100% honest with you, I have no idea what happened in web development this month, not this week, and I'm super excited to dive into it. You probably saw the topic of the stream already. We're gonna talk about recoil. Is that how you say it? Recoil? Yeah, I think it's recoil. That's the only thing that I know that it happened. I haven't seen anything. Like I have no idea. I just want to discuss it with you. So whoever joins the chat, whether you're on Twitter, sorry, we're not streaming on Twitter, on YouTube or on Twitch, welcome. Let me know in the comments if you want to share any links, anything that happened in web development this week. Just put it in the chat. We're gonna discuss everything during the stream. When the chat is super silent, I'm always like, because I'm using Restream to stream to multiple platforms, I'm always getting suspicious. Just join. What did I miss? Hey Greco, you didn't miss anything. I'm just asking people if the stream works better for them on Saturday or on Friday. And I'm saying that if you have something to share that happened in web development in the last month, just let me know. So we're gonna discuss it during the stream. Put it in the chat and we're gonna discuss it. Seems like people don't have a preference, whether it's Saturday or Friday, kids or whatever. Nobody gives a shit. All right. I'm trying, like in the past 2-3 weeks, hey Bogdan, to take a little break, like from my old ways of thinking, not just from Twitter. So I realized when I did my Twitter break and I came back and I was in the same mindset. So I decided to really switch it up this time. And I've been actually, like, everything that I hated regarding running a business, like you start as a developer, right? You develop something, you put it out in the world. But when you get customers and shit, it's not just an app anymore, it's a business. And I've been struggling with all the businessy parts from a business because I just wanted to do development all day, every day, 24/7. So I would jam like 6 to 8 hours of coding. You were watching the streams every single day. And then I would struggle with anything extra that I would have to do. And trust me, there's shit, like there's so many things that you need to do outside of just programming, especially like we're 5 people now. So, and hiring the 6th one, like in the process of hiring the 6th and the 7th person. So even though people think that CZ steal me, like it's been a year and I've been babbling and telling people, hey, this is a team. It's not just me anymore. And it's been a team from the start. People still ignore that. They're like, thank you, Kitse, for whatever you did in the last update. But anyway, this is why open source is easier. Like when you open source something, like when I open sourced CZ back in the day, I just pressed a button. I was like, here's something, I made it. If you want to run it, publish, bam, it's out in the world. Fuck you now. Like, I don't care. That's how easy open sourcing something is. But, hey Naren, I'm doing good. How are you? But actually doing paid products. First of all the preparation that goes in a paid product, like you have to do shit ton of work first to prepare. Like all the administrative and backend and all of that shit that doesn't go in an open source app. And then like the drive to actually maintain it. And all the administrative shit that you need to do, like dealing with customers and customer support and organizing the team and all of that shit is like shit ton of work. And that's why I guess a lot of developers don't want to be in this shit, and they're like, I'm just gonna open source something and I just want to code all day. So anyway, I'm taking a little break from that. I'm shifting my mindset from just programming. I've been doing a lot of administrative and organizational work in the team, and I actually started enjoying it, which is good. Like my end goal is actually just to do programming as a hobby on the side, just to fuck around with things and not actually be involved with the entire process. But it's been super hard for me as a developer to shift to that mindset, but it's becoming easy. The more that I do it, it's becoming easier and easier. And I'm actually looking at the more the team grows, we can actually achieve more. And previously I was in the mindset, I want to do everything and I want to do it alone. It should be mine. And that's completely the wrong mindset. So I'm glad I'm moving away from that. One more note that I have for the developers. Well, basically everyone who's watching this in a developer. It's called This Week in Web Dev, not This Week in COVID or whatever. Twitter, like if you are on Twitter and if you have any substantial amount of followers, Twitter is becoming like the default to your marketing, and it's lazy marketing. And it's like you're not even exploring what is out in the world. And trust me, when you put something on Twitter, when you market something on Twitter, when you're like, hey Twitter, here's a thingy that I made, open source, whatever it is, it's, you think that you shared it with enough people. You haven't shared shit with anyone. Trust me, until you actually dive into the world of marketing and actually sharing and exploring all of this, like the internet is fucking huge. And just sharing something that you made on Twitter is the laziest marketing. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. It's worked for me so far. But I've been trying to explore what else the internet has to offer and what are other ways we can do marketing. And it's because I don't want anything to depend on my Twitter following. And like I said it before, I deleted Instagram, I deleted Facebook. I don't have any other social media. My ultimate life goal is to delete Twitter. I think whenever I come back to Twitter, I'm just going to use it for just posting whatever is going on, a podcast, a blog, whatever. Because I think, sorry that I'm going on a long rant, but I think this applies to like every web developer. I haven't written a blog post in a while. I mean, the last one that I wrote was GitHub stars won't pay your rent, and it's like 18-minute read. I have no idea where I got the drive to sit down for that long and write. But when you have Twitter, you're just putting out small thoughts out there, and you're not doing long-form content, which I think it cripples at least my creativity that I have to like work on videos and work on blog posts and work on actually things that are hard. Because saying something like, Redux sucks, bleh, is like every tweet put out in the world, it's bleh. That's how I see it. Like everything else is like creative work that you have to sit down, but you open Twitter and immediately your brain is like, bleh. This is it, world. This is what I had for dinner. Bleh. Hey, there's a library. Bleh. Like, this is what people are doing on Twitter. And it has tricked even the smartest people in the world. Like, I consider Elon Musk one of the smartest people in the world. He's acting like a goddamn fucking moron on Twitter. There's something on that network that makes creative and smart people, instead of channeling their energy into something creative and smart, go on Twitter and just channel that thoughts like, bleh. Hey guys, bleh. So I got fucking tired of it. So I think when I come back, I'm just gonna use it to share my long form content, whether it's a stream, podcast, Twitchcast, blog post, whatever it is. I'm gonna try to stop like posting constant blah about my life. And I think it's a nice shift for me, because I have a shit ton of blog posts lined up and a lot of videos that I want to do, and I'm tired of just doing lazy marketing on Twitter, like blah blah blah. That's it. Yeah, what else has been going on? Not on Twitter much. My dad's in the stream for some reason. He does this. He has no idea about web development. Once actually he wanted me to teach him HTML and CSS. Like he was persistent. He was like, if that person can do it, I can learn that. And I started teaching him HTML, and things are so illogical. Look, HTML and CSS don't make fucking sense for the normal person who's not in IT. Like, I think I could explain things to him like in HTML and we were kind of fine, and then we took a lunch break and we went back to CSS, and when I tried to explain the difference between classes and an idea, he was like, nope, I'm out. It's like, I'm back to my old business. I'm out. And I was like, yeah, but if you put, and like nothing is logical in CSS. You cannot explain CSS to a normal human being. So he was out in the first 5 minutes. He was like, so you put these styles and they're global for the entire... Nope, I'm out. Should have showed him css-in-js, but I didn't do that. What else is new? What is up with you? As I said, if you're just joining right now, please let me know in the chat what is going on in the world of web dev, because I have no idea. We're gonna discuss recoil, but I want to hear from you. Like, put it in the chat any links, anything that you have, any articles, any tweets, anything that happened in the past month, just share it with me in the chat and we're going to discuss it during the stream. Niran is saying, I'm not on Twitter much and I don't have Facebook or any other social media. Congratulations, you're winning in life. As you can see, I still haven't got the corona haircut that every fucking guy on the planet got. Like 1 week into the virus situation, everyone's like, oh, I have to do a buzz haircut. I cannot go on without a haircut for a week. Nope, I have to do the buzz cut and then a selfie and then like give me the likes. Buzz cut, COVID cut, corona. Like, why? I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna be the fucking Jesus of web development before I do a buzz cut just because getting like 5 likes on social media. What the fuck is wrong? Oh, but they made a TikTok. Hey, wife, record a TikTok of me doing a buzz cut. You're the first guy in existence of humanity to do a buzz cut. Can we have the tiniest round of applause for any person on earth who got a buzz cut in the first week of corona? You win. You got them 20 likes. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about that. It was a rough, slow week for Webdev because of the police killing and the riots in the US. I've read the news and it's fucking horrible what happened. But how was that? Like, I have no idea what is going on in the Webdev world. I'm pretty sure, like, if we go to on Reddit, there's gonna be stuff going on in the Webdev world. Twitter versus Lechtech and more about the particular incident. Okay, so it's like, I have no idea, so don't judge me. I have no idea how much it overwhelmed Twitter, because sometimes some news passed by Twitter like this, and sometimes Twitter is like, oh my god, 15 years ago somebody said something, so let's cancel them. So that's why I have no idea how some news impacts Twitter, especially the web dev part of Twitter. But yeah, it seems like nobody has nothing to say in the chat, and I'm talking about the past month. I'm not talking only about the last week. Like, whatever happened in web dev the past month, we should discuss that. I have no idea except recoil. I feel I'm in a black box. I had a stream with Flybuyer, who's here in the chat. I had a stream with Ken Wheeler, so I know a little bit about Blitz and Ken Wheeler. We talked about life. You should watch that on YouTube, by the way. It was a great chat with Ken. But I have no idea what happened in web dev, and let me tell you, it feels, I don't know. I think I can still relax. I still feel like I'm missing out, but the feature, like, I mean, it's going, you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's eventually gonna be gone. Hopefully, the feeling that you're missing out. I still want to have a generic overview of what was going on, so that's what we need to discuss. Before we actually start discussing that, this is kind of connected. I just wanted to show you the most amazing thing that happened to me ever. I got a Raspberry Pi for the first time in my life. It's kind of related to web dev, right? So maybe it's gonna be a pet project for you. What the fuck TikTok has on life? It's more a time killer and making people even more nuts. Niran, I cannot understand TikTok. It's just people have lost it. That, like, they should rename that app to people have lost it. People are doing dances like, and people watch that. Like, I get there's like 3 funny things, but the funny things are gonna pop out on YouTube anyway. So I don't get the idea behind the TikTok account, but maybe we're just old. Can we deal with that we're old? Dino version 1 launched in May. That no thing from some guy. That sounds like the Steffi. That sounds like the least promising thing in the world. What launched? Dino version 1. What is that? Oh, that no thing from that guy. I'm never gonna use that. That no thing from that guy. Never gonna use that. Microsoft build happened. It was a stream too. But what happened in the Microsoft build? Like, what is going on? Until you tell me what is going on, I'm gonna tell you, because I decided that this stream is gonna be you telling me things what happened, and I'm gonna try to push it as far as I can without me telling you what happened. But I'm gonna tell you one amazing thing. I got a Raspberry Pi for one particular reason. I got a Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna share you my screen so you can see the screen here. I was trying to tweak that chat over there that you see, wait, over like the chat in the corner. I was tweaking it for I don't know, 15 minutes, and it still goes over the screen thingy here, and it drives me nuts. Like, you cannot contain that thing to be in the like, when a couple of people write a message, I'm gonna look at that and it's gonna drive me nuts. I might even cancel this. I'll be like, fuck it, it's annoying. They're using AI to generate parts of code. Well, that's how things should be. We should stop coding. There's one. GitHub is experimenting personal readme in user profiles. Okay, that's interesting. I just wanted to show you this. Hopefully there's not some sensitive shit here. You're gonna hack my home or something. I got this thing. So I wanted to, like, I have a bunch of smart things in my home, but none of them can talk to each other. Like, some of them are HomeKit Just switch before you actually start Googling this shit. Some of them are HomeKit, some of them are Google Home, some of them are like this Elgato light that's streaming in, that's beaming in my face. Like none of them can actually, like I have the Xiaomi, however the fuck you say, Xiaomi robot and the air purifier, but none of them talk to each other. So you have to shuffle like 7 different apps. Most of them talk to HomeKit, but you cannot program them together. And I felt like my smart home is not a smart home, it's a dumb home. So I wanted to get either Homebridge or Home Assistant. And just bear with me here. This is like super fucking amazing. Like especially if you're into smart tech, Home Assistant is the shit. I wanted to get Homebridge first, which is like you install this on a Raspberry Pi, and basically you can make anything in your home. I mean, that's already plugged into the internet. You can give HomeKit support to anything. However, HomeKit, as much as I love Apple, still sucks. Like it's not that programmable. You cannot make it that automated. So Homebridge still sucks. And I decided to go with Home Assistant. And I've never touched a Raspberry Pi in my life. I just ordered a Raspberry Pi. You put Home Assistant on an SD card. You flash it with some thingy. You put it in a Raspberry Pi, connect it to the internet, wait for it to boot. You go to this URL and bam, you have your smart home. This fucking thing, like look what I have connected here. I have connected coronavirus is somehow connected to my fucking home now. I don't know how. But I connected my Samsung TV, iCloud, the Elgato light, Google Cast, Home Assistant, some shitty Android tablet that I bought for automating my things, my Hue lights, my fucking printer. Like you can automate things based on how much color your printer has. That's insane. I don't know if you can see like whatever is behind me. You can connect a smart scale. You can connect a like this thing is fucking insane. And then you can program this. So you can program this. Like look at this freaking interface right here. So we can see each other's music, and we can like my current state, like this is not a correct status. Like I should be streaming right now. And when I do this, like my girlfriend's gonna get a notification, a sign's gonna turn on outside of the room. This is fucking insane. Seriously, you can program this interface however you want. I can see the color of my printer here, and you can put like, it uses YAML. It uses YAML for the interface and automations and shit, but I don't mind because this thing is fucking insane. So if you're a geek who wants to like mess with their home and home stuff, I would definitely recommend Home Assistant. Put it on a Raspberry Pi. And I've lost a week just programming this thing, and I've not even dived into Python and actually do actual automations. It's fucking crazy. Cannot recommend it enough. That's kind of web dev related because it's gonna take your mind off like being talking about recoil and the latest and greatest in state management. You're gonna actually program, do things for yourself, and it's kind of fun, you know. Let me see, what did you say in the chat? Are you the Swiss from Corgi? Damn, this looks dope. How's Kids doing? Hey Swiss, I'm doing good, thank you. GitHub personal read on the landing page of the profile. AI is if else under the curtain, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not that excited about GitHub personal readme in the user profiles. Like, I don't know, is it gonna be like your new page that you're gonna have instead of actually making a page? By the way, I've been postponing making a page for this show, and that shows a lot about how easy it is to make a page nowadays. Like, look at this page. Let's focus on this page, on the recoil page. I like how I'm covering all of my important information with the microphone. Anyway, look at this page. If you ask a developer to do this page in 2020, this should be 3 minutes. You should put on a stopwatch. It should be 3 minutes. Someone should have this page ready. If you put in 10 developers in a room, only one of them is gonna get it ready with an index HTML, and see all the other ones are gonna be like, we're gonna use Gatsby themes. No, I'm gonna use Gatsby recipes on top of the themes. Oh, but wait, that's not gonna work with. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go vanilla for that. I'm gonna pick Next.js and I'm gonna deploy it to Netlify, and with a plug, it's a fucking page with 3 sections. 2020, it should be fucking easy to make a fucking page with 3 fucking sections. It's not. I've been exploring a lot of page builders and all of these tools for like building like drag and drop pages, because I think I'm done with this low level shit. Seriously, like this kind of page, and I think that's why people are excited for those GitHub readmes, because they would be like, okay, now I don't have to make a page for my own, and it should be easy to make a page on your own. It should be like, you know, drag and drop a couple of things, publish. It's gonna look better than a GitHub readme. Oh my god, the state of web development in 2020 is gonna drive me bananas. It's gonna drive me bananas. Fucking hate it. Kieran asked me, when are you coming back to Twitter? I have no idea when am I coming back. I think I'm already 3 weeks in. I'm gonna try to do it like 2 months. And even if I do come back, I said it, I'm not gonna go back to my old behavior, and I'm gonna try something new. I'm just gonna try to use Twitter. Like, Twitter has gotten, I don't know if you noticed that, but it's gotten like super fucking toxic. Like, I'm on Reddit all the time, and Reddit comments are always sorted by the top. So usually the top ones are funny or whatever. However you look at it, at least I'm not getting this energy that the fucking community is toxic. People are helpful. You can learn so much from Reddit. Twitter has gotten so meme, sarcastic, shit posting oriented, like the entire social network. I'm not talking about Webdev, that it's getting to this annoying fucking point that I cannot stand it personally. Like, I cannot stand the vibe that's going on there, and I cannot stand the constant hunt for more followers, more engagement. I cannot stand the thing that Twitter is doing to you when you're like having lunch with your girlfriend or whatever, and you have to check your phone and be like, what did that thought leader said about state management? Fuck them and fuck state management, okay? That's my new motto. Rock stars, these development rock stars, they can all go and fuck themselves. If you think you are a development rock star watching this stream right now, go and fuck yourselves, because you're not, okay? We have, like, I've put this in all of my fucking talks that I had so far. Every talk that I have for the past 3 years has started with this. There's no such thing as a rockstar developer, as a ninja developer, as a whatever developer, and Twitter has been pushing this so far that people are like rockstars and whatever. Fuck off, okay? The world is much bigger than that, and I don't want to fall back into that same trap. I hope, like with the segments that I'm doing in my talks and here, that people are gonna finally understand this, that there's no such thing as a rockstar, ninja, senior, whatever the fuck, no matter how many followers they have. Most of them are trying to sell you shit, okay? Like, most of them fucking assholes who just want to promote something that they made. Like, I would never, especially on this stream, I would never ever talk about something that I made that costs money, okay? Oh, what is this? Oh, fuck. Who opened this? What the fuck happened there? Like, but I would never do that. No, jokes aside, jokes aside. Let's go back. Like, kid, let's see what is going on in the chat. My first internship is gonna start from Monday. Well, congratulations and good luck on that. Swiss asks, which page builder do you think you like the most? I've seen DraftBit and Builder X. Haven't used either. I don't know. I saw Landon, and I think Landon is pretty cool, and I love it. Oh, fuck. Don't give me translations. Landon. God, how bad is your SEO? If you're a page builder, you should pop up first. The web platform for startups. The website builder for startups. Generate site. Like, this is pretty drag and droppy and customizable. Here's the thing. Like, jokes aside, is there an uptime command in the stream? I don't think there's an uptime command, but I can tell you that the stream has been going on for 25 minutes. So I'm your uptime. There you go. What was I talking about? God damn it. When did this start? Do I have time to go eat and come back and enjoy the stream? Absolutely. Dr. Dexter's from stream. You have time to go eat. Until we dive into... Like, nobody has sent a link. The only thing that I've gotten in the stream is people told me their GitHub readmes. If that's the biggest thing that happened in web development for the past month, maybe I should do a monthly show instead of weekly. There's nothing going on? Are you shitting me? Come on. What was I talking about? God damn it, what was I talking about? I was showing you something. Yeah, about these landing page builders. Here's the problem. Here's what's stopping me. Like, I'm sorry that I'm gonna show you this example and people are gonna be like, oh my god, he's plugging it again. I don't give a shit, okay? This is a landing page that I'm working on, that we're working on, and that's the only example that I have. So in this landing page, we have a script that loads this headway widget right here. And it's like a custom use React script, whatever. It's custom hooks logic. Then we have some customizable things like this cookie that pops up here. Then we have a pricing hook for like this dialogue for the pricing and shit. There's shit going on here, and scripts are loading for affiliate links. And there's this kind of animation shit. Like, but now that I say it out loud, it shouldn't be too complex to integrate this into like, the only thing that happens is after a checkout, you need to redirect the user to something, and that's it. So I think these Landon things, this web, I don't know about Webflow and the more complex ones, but I'm pretty sure that this one, it's gonna spit out HTML and CSS, and then if you want to add some additional logic, like when the document is ready, load the script, and then do this and then do that, I think that you would have to just write your own logic. And then once you do that, you cannot go back to Landon and edit your site. So a lot of people, including me, are looking at these tools like, I'm gonna generate the site only once, and then that's it. So I don't see the value if just drag and dropping something. If I can generate it once, the CSS is not maintainable, I want to use a framework, whatever, There's one promising one. It's called DivJoy. This is super promising, and this is still React oriented. Let me see the chat. Pink Kids for uptime. Actually, I had a full-time offer, but it got deferred till the Corona. Got an intern offer in our company. Congratulations. Nice plug, bro. Yeah, thank you. This is amazing because here you can combine things like Bootstrap, Bulma with React or Next with Firebase or whatever. Like, if this was properly funded and a lot of people were behind it, not just one person, this could be the future, especially of landing pages or whatever simple admin panels that you have. There goes my voice. Oh, maybe I'm yelling too much. Maybe I should be like one of those radio host voices. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the This Week in Webdev stream. We're gonna talk about what did the thought leaders of React decide that it's good for you this week. They're not trying to sell you anything at all. They just think that it's good for you. So trust them and refactor your code base every week in web development. Was that good enough for you? Should I do ads? Seen a couple of others very similar to DivJoy using React too. I want to push myself and use one, actually use one. I hate that I'm still in the developer mentality where I think I'm going to use this, but maybe I'm going to need this, maybe I'm going to need that, which is true. Actually, you need to customize it, but like the time should come to use these things. Can I post links on Twitch? YouTube seems to block it. Why does YouTube block it? Like, I have no idea. Yeah, you can post links to Twitch. Anyone who just joined the stream or whatever, please feel free to leave links in the chat. So we're gonna like, what are you excited about? What happened in the past month? Tweet, article, whatever it is, just share it in the chat. Tail blocks. What? Oh, tail blocks sounds like I know what it is already. Tail blocks. Ready to use Tailwind CSS blocks. Actually, I found out, I don't know on which site, was it on Reddit or wherever, a really good article about the Tailwind approach versus css-in-js, and I cannot agree more with that person. I think I know this. I'm gonna put it in the notes. I haven't been publishing the notes, so if I publish this once, it's gonna be cool. If I don't, it's still cool. It's a free stream. Don't expect too much from me, okay? Oh, I hate when people talk in these songs. Like, shut up. Okay. Tail blocks goes in the notes. This seems cool. However, this is missing interaction logic, and this is missing, you know, you still have to add your own logic. So this just gives you the skeleton. You still have to write your own logic, which is annoying. What was the TLDR of the CSS versus Tailwind thing? I'm gonna try to find that. What's that dude's name? I think he created Theme UI or Style System. Who created Style System? He has like a weird short name, and I cannot remember. His name is like Grglbluk something with 4 letters. I see him over there. Yeah, GXNBLK. I think it's him, and it was on his blog. It's so hard to navigate this blog, but it's unique, and it's black and white, and it's like, oh my god, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I think it's this one. If you ever seen code that looks like this, I'm sorry. And if you ever seen the code that looks like this, you're welcome. I think he also made tachyons, or I'm not sure. I'm shocked and I memorized that correctly. Yeah. CZ competition. Oh, fuck that. There's no CZ competition. There are people who are trying to copy what CZ was once upon a time. It was a shitty, responsive web inspector that anyone could code in a week. That was 1 year ago when people were trying to code that. Now we're coming up. Well, we're trying to make it like an actual browser. So that's why I don't like, a lot of people have been sending me links of this and that throughout this year, not just now. They're like, hey bro, you seen this? I'm like, yeah, we're going towards the future. They're just copying the past, and I'm fine with that. Someone copying the past, I don't give a shit. That's not innovation. Speaking of, before we go through that thing, let me show you something to whoever is using CZ. What are you noticing that's different in CZ now? What's the first thing? If there's a CZ user in the chat, there's something that's already live. It's in our latest beta that nobody else has. Nobody else. Not the shitty Chrome extensions, not the shitty clones. Nobody, baby. What do you notice on this screen? This is CZ, by the way. For people who haven't seen it, cz.co, plug, always plug. Icons on the right side. Not really. Come on. People have been asking for this feature for a year, and we finally figured it out. Okay, I'm not gonna sweat it. For people who have no idea what is it, we docked the DevTools. We docked the motherfucking DevTools. They're in the building. And now our universal it sounds like an ad. Our universal inspector now can inspect across all devices. And when I click any device, it's gonna switch to the correct DevTools and it's gonna go to that element, and that's fucking epic. Nobody has that, and nobody will have that. I mean, we're seriously, like, as I said, we're 5 people now. We're gonna be 5 to 7 people soon. We're pushing full steam ahead to making this the browser for web development. That's gonna make your life so much easier. I don't know even where to start. It's making me mad that people are like, oh yeah, it's gonna save me like 40 hours, but do I want to pay like $5 for it? Like, fuck off, seriously. Yeah, so we managed to dock the DevTools. You can inspect any device that you want. They're synchronized. We're gonna make the DevTools way more customizable than the Chrome DevTools. So this is gonna be epic. Anyway, one last thing that I want to show you, and we can move on with the web dev shit. I don't know, people were super excited about this update, so I want to show it to you too. Now you can organize all of your projects in CZ, and you can easily open them in Finder, open them in your editor, launch bookmarks for them. Like, you have this thing here, you have bookmarks, you have a reference browser, you have to-dos, you have notes, you have all sorts of shit, and you can open the project in Finder and editor. Like, as I'm saying, we're trying to build the fucking future. We are not a responsive, like, look at this. Okay, this is the last thing. This is the last thing that's frustrating me. You can use CZ as a normal browser. It doesn't have to be responsive mode, okay? You can easily switch between all of your devices and the full mode, but it's not a responsive checker anymore. It's an actual full browser. Anyway, Kisa, we get it. You're pissed that you cannot properly market this thing. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. What was I saying? What was I saying before someone mentioned competition, schmompetition, or whatever? That's freaking cool. I thought that was the city. My icon request is live in CZ. And as I said, we just hired a designer, and I tweeted that we're gonna fix every single issue that you have with CZ. Anything that's bugging you from UX design side, we're gonna fix it in the next month. And we're planning a big 1.0 release. Hint for the people in the stream, the pricing is gonna increase. So, I don't know. Not saying that you should get it now, just throwing it out there. The pricing is gonna increase in 1 month. Let's go back to Webdev. What did people send me? Snowpack, CSS tricks, bunch of other shit. Snowpack 2.0 release, just hopped on. Adam Wathan announced Tailwind is going to open source React Vue libraries. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. That could be interesting. I'm still a Chakra fan. Not gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of Theme UI and Chakra. I'm not a fan of the CSS utility libraries, which brings me back to that. I'm jumping topics too quickly. Go ahead. I'm gonna put this in the notes. I think it's a new article about this approach versus this approach, and I would always 100% forever prefer this. Okay. Like this, you can make this tree, you can make it dynamic. You can pass a dynamic value there. You cannot make this dynamic, and it's way easier to combine and make dynamic props here than it is to do it here. So I'm still a fan of these props libraries. I don't know what Adam is planning with the Tailwind React approach, but I'm still a fan of the second thing. Let me see that. Let me just catch up with the chat. Cool guide by CSS tricks for responsive images. Okay, let's see that. Guide to responsive images, syntax in HTML. Every time I'm close to this microphone, my nose is getting super itchy, so sorry for that. Maybe I should wear a Corona mask, because the other people are not. People are like, hey, it's done. We got bored. We got a little bit bored, which equals Corona is cured. We can go to the beach now, right? USA, forever. Let's go to the beach. Like, oh my God. So maybe I should wear a mask so my nose is not so itchy. What is this thing? Increase performance, design control. What you need is picture. Has anyone ever used a picture in their life? I've never used a picture. This picture element, never ever. Is this supported? I'm gonna put this, like, is this new even? May 27th, updated. Oh, it's a guide and it's just updated. I'm gonna put it in the notes if you want to dive into it and if you want to read it. I don't have particular use for it right now. So, Snowpack release. What is Snowpack? What is Snowpack? I've seen that name once. I have no idea. Is this like Webpack, but you only use it when it's winter and it's cold? Huh? Hello, Kisa. How are you? How's your day? Hey, my day was good. Trying to look through everything that you've sent. Just so let me just open these links as you send them. So we're gonna close them. I don't want to miss anyone's links. Redwood.js, Supabase, open source Firebase. Chakra is same as Tailwind, but for React. Yes, props. Class name for React. Chakra is not same as Tailwind. It's not the same. It's a completely different mindset. It's kind of different mindset, but it's using props. So, Webpack competition. Can you please share the responsive image guide link? Yeah, I'm gonna share everything in the notes. I promise you I'm gonna share shit in the notes. It should be on kitse/twivdev. I'm putting... Do you know why I'm publishing readmes here? Because it's the easiest way to publish something on the web. And it's not a... Maybe I should do a Notion page for this show, whatever. Just subscribe to this repo if you want to see all the links. Okay, let's see. Snowpack 2.0. This is going to go in the links. I have no idea what is Snowpack and why is Snowpack useful or whatever. After 40 beta versions and release candidates, we are very excited to introduce something that sounds like Webpack, but we called it Snowpack just to be unique, but not that unique, just half unique. The road to Snowpack 2.0. The cool thing about Webpack and Snowpack and all of that shit, like I want them to be the lowest thing in my stack, and I don't want to think about them, okay? I'm not a fan of Webpack versus Parcel versus Snowpack. I'm a fan of not giving a fuck. If Create React App or Next.js is using Webpack under the hood, good, because I don't want to give a fuck about this shit. So people who care about bundling and saving 2 kilobytes or whatever, Snowpack 2.0 is released. There's that. Next up, authentication. Redwood has authentication. Interesting. Flybuyer, if you're still in the chat, you're falling behind, bro. What the fuck is going on with Blitz? I want to see authentication in Blitz. So Redwood Auth is a lightweight wrapper. If you don't know about Redwood and Blitz, go check them out. I just hope that one of them is gonna be the Rails of React. We'll see. Lightweight wrapper. When people say it's gonna be the Rails for the React world, it means every React developer is gonna use it, because in the Ruby world, that's the framework that people are using. 99% of them. In the React community, we're still divided. The moment you think everyone is using Next.js, bam, somebody remixes the situation up. Get it? I don't know. I'm gonna keep my hopes down until I see a lot of people using Blitz or Redwood. It's still not the Rails of React or whatever. So Blitz, Redwood now has authentication. That's cool. Making progress. I'm gonna try one of them when they're like feature complete, where they have A to Z everything, authentication, including like everything that's needed. And I'm gonna be like, okay, now I'm gonna make a project with either Blitz or Redwood. Until then, not touching them. I'm a bigger fan of the Blitz approach, to be honest, because it seems more magical, and I'm always in favor for more magic. Let me see, did I miss something in the chat? Flutter gallery. I kind of like the approach with markdown files in GitHub. This is what Snowpack tries to do. It tries to remove all the bullshit around Webpack, right? Cool, but Create React App does the same thing, so I don't know. Embracing modern image formats, feeling proud. We had Meteor before, and it's Sad's moment, but it didn't stick. How Blitz will? Not sure. Rails, Ruby on Rails. Redwood doesn't really try to be the Rails of React. The creator of Tom Preston Werner mentioned in a podcast, he said he bets on single page apps for the future. Oh, single page apps fucked up everything. Everything went downhill in the web development world the moment people decided, hey, you know what? Instead of a full page reload, let's make it reload right now. And if you go to Amazon, Airbnb, all of these big websites, they're not single page apps. You know what? Because they have smart and sane people who don't jump on they have micro front ends or whatever. But I don't think that single page apps are the future. I disagree there. Nope. Not gonna agree with that. What do you do for DOM manipulation? Drag, draw. Nothing. I haven't done a project with that in a long time. What else did I miss in the chat? Okay, let's move through the links. Let's move through the links. Go ahead and check this article. Guide to responsive images. Saw that. We saw this. Supabase, the open source Firebase alternative. Don't you trust Google with your data? I have 5 Google Homes. They're listening to every fucking thing. Probably they gave up. Like after listening for 20 minutes, Google was like, nothing smart to learn here. Let's just stop spying on this person. So probably people are using this because we don't want to trust Google with all of our shit. And then they have a Google Wi-Fi in the house. Build with PostgreSQL. Okay. Wait. Let's go into this. Let me not babble about bullshit. Supabase from messages on insert, message, new message, subscribe. Adds real-time and RESTful APIs to Postgres without a single line of code. Okay. Helps you build faster so you can focus on your core product. I never had success with so hot in this room. It's insane. I never had success with Firebase. I couldn't understand the Firebase model. GraphQL makes way more sense to me. So yeah, if you want to check out Supabase, go ahead. I'm never gonna, like, after using GraphQL, not going back to that shit. Blitz with Prisma makes sense because with Prisma you can actually do these nested relations and shit. But here, I'm not sure. For people who haven't seen tail blocks, yeah, I already put it in the notes. What else do you have? What else do you have before we touch on this? 5 Google Home down. Yeah, like I don't want to yell, so I want to have a Google Home right nearby so they can hear everything, even if I'm silenced, even if I'm whispering. Hey, Redux sucks. See, Google heard that. So they told their Angular team already. See, that guy said that Redux sucks. We told you that Angular 2 is a good idea. Let's talk about this, huh? I'm not gonna pretend that I didn't click the get started and I didn't spend 1 minute looking at it and I didn't spend 30 seconds fumbling trying to close this tab and saying, fuck this. How many code bases is this gonna... I'm already sorry. Okay, this is the new Redux. Write it down. Post a tweet about it. Make a banner about it. This is gonna fuck up the world as much as Redux fucked up the world. You don't believe me that Redux fucked up the world? Let me tell you, Redux has a valid use case for 1% of React developers on the planet. 1%. They're doing some... I don't know what the fuck they're doing. 1%, they need Redux. 99% fell for the hype, refactor their apps using Redux. They cannot onboard a new developer without giving them a Bible on Redux. And how does everything work? But nowadays it's easier. It's been 6 years. It's still not easy. It's still a mess. And I think that personally, Redux has fucked over so many companies, so many development teams, including mine. I've been on the Redux boat. I was working for a startup 3, 4, 5 years ago. Like, I don't know. Redux fucked us up so much, slowed us down. We had to refactor everything to MobX83, and it felt like, you ever push that commit? People, like the 2 people who have refactored Redux to MobX, you push that commit and you're like, woo, party, let's go, let's do this. Like, now the world's gonna be like, well, how many stars does this have? If this has over 500 stars, we're fucked. The web dev community is... the React community is fucked if this has more than... What did I say? Fuck me. You fuckers. When was this launched? When is the first commit? You fuckers are crazy. We're done. The React community is done. That's it. That's it. Game over, motherfuckers. It was a fun ride. May 5th. This was released on May 5th. And it has 5,000 stars. These 6,000 stars. These are 6,000 people right now who are refactoring their Redux code base into Recall because, oh, but bro, the Facebook team, they're fucking Facebook. Are you Facebook? You're not Facebook. Is your team as big as Facebook? It's not. Do you have 7 billion people on your platform? You don't. Why the fuck would you use something like this? Why? I'm not even gonna read the chat. You're gonna hear me first before I read you. But have you seen that hook? No. Have you seen fucking MobX? Have you seen fucking MobX? I've been ranting on it for, I don't know, was it 5 years? Is it 6 years? My first baby words when my mom pushed me out. Instead of like, wah! I was like, use MobX for fuck's sake. Those were my first words and people still don't get it. They're like, nah, bro. Selectors and atoms. What the fuck? God, this makes me so pissed. I'm not even kidding. Because the moment this community is taking a direction, the moment this fucking community decides on something, they're like, hey, we like React Router, right? 2 years ago, everyone was like, we like the API, it makes sense. Nope. Here's Reach Router. Go and refactor all of your apps from React Router to Reach Router. Companies across the world, they're refactoring from React Router to Reach Router because a guy said so. Nice. Then 1 year later, 2 years later, they're like, how about we put the band back together and we move everything back? Let's do it. Companies all over the world. Fucked. They are fucked. Just because they trust everything that's going on. Like a couple of big voices, loud voices in this community are dictating everything that's going around and it drives me fucking nuts. It's happening all the time. Hey, you like Next.js? You think we agree on Next.js? Well, no, motherfuckers. I'm gonna branch out again. Hey, you like style components? Facebook is coming up with their own library similar to style components, and it's gonna save you 0.0000000 infinity 0 bytes. And people are like, oh, my bundle is gonna get slimmer. We must refactor. Well, fuck off. And that's how we branch out every single time. And that's why we cannot fucking move forward and ship. That's it. That's the end of the fucking stream. I don't want to get into this shit. Seriously. Recoil makes my blood boil. Maybe I should write a diss track. Recoil makes my blood boil every time it came out. It turned out to be a turmoil. Pour me with oil. I don't want to be on this soil. Fuck! God damn it. Windups, this is nice. Let's see something else before we go back to Recoil. I don't even want to read this fucking readme because I know there's like a lot of teams right now having a meeting on a Saturday. They're like, do you think we should go back from GraphQL and just use atoms in Recoil? I think it's gonna... You're not fucking Facebook. It's not gonna change shit for you except for toggling a boolean in your code base. You would need to talk to 7 teammates and call the police. Hey police, I want to toggle a boolean. Oh, fine sir, you just need 50 files. And a lot of boilerplate to flip a boolean from true to false. But it's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make you feel as good as a backend engineer maybe because they actually do complex shit. We're like, I would like to toggle a boolean a bit more complex way. Just switching from whatever is logged in to true. This is not pure enough for me. I wanna feel like I'm doing something in life. Well, fuck you. Let me see this fucking link. Windups. God damn it. Typewriter effect. And you can already fuck off with the... But did you know that real people worked on it? I don't give a shit. Do you know that real people worked on this remote that I have? See, when I put in this direction, it doesn't turn off shit. So I have to point right there. So it fucking sucks. And real people worked on it, and I don't give a shit because it sucks. So, especially in this web dev community, they're like, real people worked on that. You cannot say that. You can say whatever you want. Okay? You can say whatever you want. 3 people are going to comment about it on Twitter about what you said. They're going to forget about it. That's it. Typewriter effect library for React. Let's go. The transition, huh? How about from Recoil to Windups? What is Windups now? God damn it. I've said this multiple times and I actually I want to stop doing web dev. I'm actually going towards that path. Like me personally, I don't want to touch a code base in the next 10 years. And then but I want to I don't know, just skip 10 years and see if you finally figure it out. Trust me that 10 years later, people will be like, Webflow, drag and drop, nah, but with Facebook CSS or whatever, we can save. And I'll be like, slip me back into a coma. 20 more years. 20 more years. Do we finally have AI, AR glasses, something about the future? Nope. Go on Hacker News. They're still arguing about React versus Svelte. What is 2 milliseconds faster? So fuck it. Fuck WebDev. Fuck WebDev. There's my statement. Put this on my grave. Fuck WebDev. He lived and died because of Internet Explorer 11 issues. Killed him. Do you know what happened in the CZ code base? From Sentry, we got an error from Sentry that said expected identifier. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen an error that says expected identifier? Usually it's an error saying unexpected identifier. And I'm like, what the fuck do we need to fix now? And you click and it's someone coming from Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer says shit like expected identifier. That's a bug in Internet Explorer. How? Don't ask me, because I'm never gonna support Internet Explorer. Oh, I'm losing customers? I don't give a shit. They don't deserve to get anything if they're on Internet Explorer. I don't give a shit. But do you know some people work in a bank and the banks are making them use Internet Explorer? Well, I don't give a shit about these people. What is this? I don't even know what I'm clicking. Windups. Make text come alive. Yeah, I like this actually. Let's be more positive. The future of web dev is absolutely positive. Do you know why am I positive about the future of web dev? Because I hope that Apple is going to come up with glasses. Apple is going to come up with glasses in AR, whatever the fuck they're going to be. And we're not going to develop for the web platform anymore. We're going to develop for the AR platform. That's my happy thought. The sad thought is motherfuckers who cannot give up HTML and CSS in their life. They're still gonna find a fucking way to render Svelte or whatever on those glasses. It's gonna happen. It's gonna fucking happen. Trust me. They're gonna be like, yeah, well, Apple script, Swift, whatever is cool, but what if we brought React AR glasses to the... Well, fuck off. I know it's gonna happen. So I would have to walk with glasses on my eyes, walking on the street, you know, getting some information about the world and getting an expected identifier because some fucker forgot something in React for saving 2 kilobytes or whatever. The future of web dev is sad. TLDR, that's gonna happen. The future of web dev is fucking sad. I don't see Electron glass. Electron glass. Dude, Electron has been absolutely draining the life out of me for the past few weeks. For people who are just joining, good news. We docked the DevTools in CZ, and now the DevTools can be docked. You can even, this is a mini commercial in the middle of things. I don't give a fuck, because it's my stream. You can inspect multiple devices, and no matter which device you click, the docks are DevTools. Do you know what kind of shit I've read until I actually found a fix for this? You don't fucking know through which kind of nightmares we're going through with this Electron shit. So if Electron glasses framework is ever a thing, I'm out. I'm taking the money that I've made. I'm gonna become a minimalist, nomad, hipster, live somewhere on the sand. I'm gonna post quotes somewhere and saying, the ocean connects with the mountains and it makes my heart breathe. Shit like that. I'm not gonna touch development. So the only hope for me is AR and glasses. If you fuckers bring React or Electron to it, I'm out. That's the final straw. I'll be like, nope, I'm out. Apple is garbage, fuck them. React VR is already a thing. I know React VR is already a thing. Do you know why VR is not as popular? Because part of it is built with React. That's why VR is not a thing. When you hear your grandma or your mom saying, oh, VR, but that's not a thing, you can thank React. They brought React into it. Someone's gonna be like, but do you know with React VR, we're enabling more developers to ship. Do you know what people are making with React VR? Every single person who has touched React VR in their life has done like a 360 gallery of images. That's what it is. They're like, oh, I made an app for VR with React. Really? What did you make? Is it some interactive holodeck thing experience? It's a list of country flags, but you can turn around to see them. Oh, great. That's what web developers can do. That's it. So, oh my God. Let's see recoil. Let's focus on the goddamn recoil thing, okay? It's super... I'm getting sweaty in this room. I want to go and grab my Saturday pizza. I want to enjoy life, watch Netflix. I've been watching The Last Dance, and it's fucking amazing. And I want to go back to that instead of discussing. Like, web dev makes me angry. I've noticed that. As I said, in this past few weeks, I've been focusing on administrative things and leading a team and organizing a team and onboarding people and all sorts of shit. The moment I slip back into web dev thoughts, I get angry. I'm like, fuck all of this. Seriously. You can bet your ass some fucked up dude will port Electron to the Air platform. Kinda. Oh, I saw some good news, but it's not happening soon. I don't know if this is good news or is the worst news ever. React Native is now available for macOS, and it's backed up by Microsoft. Jokes aside, there's hope in this thing. I don't know how far they're gonna take it, but I hope that it's gonna be more like Electron has issues that you cannot even dream of. You're not in the Electron world. You don't want to be. Life advice from me, never, ever start an Electron app. The moment you do npx create Electron app, whatever the command is, just slap yourself and be like, no, I'm better than that. You're going to ruin everything. Seriously, it's the worst. So there's a hope for this. But you know, real people work on it. Yeah, I know, and they're not closing issues that are open since 2016. So... well, it's a free open source thing. Yeah, they have a lot of, you know, funding and collectives and shit. So, I don't know, move it up maybe. I don't know. But this seems promising. I haven't tried it yet because it's still in an early stage and probably it's missing 90% of the things. As much as I shit on Electron, Electron has a lot of things. So you can actually build serious shit with Electron. It's just annoying. And not to blame it that much on them. A lot of issues are open from Chromium from back in the day. I've been reading a lot of C, is it C or C++, whatever the Chromium code base is in, and it's a nightmare, and you're gonna find a / to do, and it's an issue from 2016 that no one's gonna fix. So it's, you cannot fix it in the React world because it's not fixed in the Electron world, and that it's not fixed in the Chromium world, and it's a nightmare you don't want to be in, which I'm in, and it's fun. React 3 Fiber is good. How else to make a cross-platform app? I don't fucking know. Learn Swift. Learn Swift. Learn the native shit. But I think Microsoft is gonna be the leader in this because they're actually backing up React and the native shit. And I think they're gonna make a new and better way of doing cross-platform things. So I'm gonna actually plug. I'm gonna plug this in the notes. I'm gonna plug this in the notes. Let's talk about recoil. Okay, I got my shit together. Let's talk about recoil. No matter how mad it's gonna make me that for toggling one boolean we have to write 7 lines of code, we're still gonna go and look at recoil. Okay, we're gonna be calm. I'm not talking a calm voice. There's sweat. Like, it's so fucking hot in this room. It's insane. Or maybe it's from the yelling. I don't know. Recoil root. Components that use recoil still need recoil root to appear somewhere in the parent tree. A good place to put this in your root component. Alrighty then, we'll implement the character counter component in the following section. Atom represents a piece of state. It's gonna ruin your life. Get ready for it because your team is gonna slave over a code base for 7 months to refactor from Redux to Recoil, from one nightmare to another nightmare in a team of React, ladies and gentlemen. But you're hurting. I don't care. I don't care. I cannot stand it. Okay, let's see this thing. Text state equals that. You're gonna see me writing this like I'm... What you can expect from me is have an initial reaction towards something, but still give it a chance if it makes sense down the road. So if somehow they find a magical way that this is somehow magically better than what GraphQL gives you or solving the issues with that MobX has or whatever, I might use it in the future. I'm not touching it right now. Okay? I'm like that with everything. I see css-in-js. First time I saw styled components, Max showed it to me before he actually announced it on stage. He showed it to a lot of people. I'm not an exclusive Max Stoiber guy or whatever. He showed it to me. I'm like, nobody on earth is gonna write code in template literals. And here we are. Half of the world is built with that. So let's see. Let's see. Why is Microsoft building a library to build macOS apps? Am I missing something? Well, Microsoft, you'd be surprised that Microsoft actually has a lot of macOS apps. Have you heard of Microsoft Office, Clippy, Cortana, whatever the fuck Microsoft has, but they have Microsoft apps. And I think they're pretty invested in the React Native ecosystem. And actually, most of their mobile apps are written partly with React Native. So that's why I have trust in Microsoft. Darky Deep, long time no see. Hey, style components is garbage. What do you think about Flutter? I don't think much about Flutter. Like, I'm not sitting in my living room and thinking like, Flutter. I don't think about it. I don't know. I know what those are like cross-platform, right? This just says macOS. Will it work on Windows too? You're gonna be able to share React Native components between macOS, Windows, and their mobile apps. That's why they're doing the push on macOS. Get it? Microsoft really has vision for React Native. Microsoft is definitely on fire with open source. Microsoft is fucking nailing it. Are you using Edge? Edge uses React for real. I'm not using Edge, and probably I'm gonna use for. Let me make this clear. I'm using Chrome for casual browsing, and I'm using, this is the third plug so far, but I don't give a fuck. I'm using CZ for my development browser, and seriously, my life, I'm gonna get so pissed one day. That might happen. I'm gonna make this free just to prove it to the fucking world that this thing is the best development browser that you can have. Seriously, it's getting me that pissed that right now we're on a marketing push, but it's gonna get me that pissed in a year or two. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it. Here it is for free. Try it now. People are going, oh my god, really? I should have bought it. It's just $5. Can we talk about Recoil? Like, the stream is gonna end and I still haven't talked about Recoil. God damn it. CZ plug is super valid. Well, of course. I think that people should promote the things that they build, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's be serious about this thing. So you need to use a hook. Use Recoil state with text state. And you have text and set text. So it's still using that tuple, quadruple, whatever the fuck it's called, this array thingy that you're doing. Okay. Then we do set text event.target.value. Okay, so how is that different than your normal state? Selector. A selector represents a piece of derived state. Derived state is a transformation of state to a pure function that modifies the given state in a way. Character count state, selector, whatever. Okay, unique ID with respect to other atom selector. This is the first red flag. You would have to babysit this shit. Oh my god. That's gonna be annoying. And then you have getter, okay, and then you're just gonna make a computer thingy, something that MobX had in 1996. Okay, it's super unique. We can use the use recoil value. Oh my god, you need to use a separate hook to use the fucking value somewhere else? Looking at selector, that get though. It's like a Svelte store. It's like a stab me with the bigger knife that you can find, the better. It seems like that. That should be the title of it. Stab me. Oh my god. No, like for the millionth of time. Just to prove you that I don't give a shit about promoting my things. I'm giving a shit about making your life easier. And this is making me so pissed off that ever since I talked about MobX the first time, I'm all about making your life easier. To any person whether it's in person or on YouTube or on a talk or whatever, I mention MobX. I just want to make your fucking life less miserable. So stop with the fucking, but it's not pure enough. It's not immutable. Like, stop. It's been 60 fucking years. Stop. Let me show you this shit. Okay. Use local store. Just look at this beautiful fucking piece of, just look at it. Look at it. Just look at it for a while. We're gonna sit, stare, and look at this thing. Do you see 4 fucking hooks to toggle something? No, you don't. Do you see immutable JS plugged somewhere? No, you fucking don't. How do you flip a boolean? This is how you flip a boolean, just like God intended. When God created the earth on the 8th day, he was like, oh, and by the way, when you flip booleans, this is how you do it. You should never use more than 1 line to flip a fucking boolean. And 1% of developers were like, got you, God. And 99% were like, fuck that. I'm gonna write a file and call it actions, state, reducer, mapper, reselect. And that's how I'm gonna flip a boolean, you fucking bully. You're not gonna tell me how to flip my boolean. It's driving me nuts. Driving me fucking nuts. This is what I wanted to show you. This is how simple it is. And it gets even simple. Like, there's a misconception that when your app scales, MobX doesn't scale. On the contrary, MobX scale, like it's MobX is scalable as fuck. The bigger your app gets, the easier it gets to write MobX code. Like, if you see the CZ code base with MobX state tree, it's fucking huge and it's still manageable. Do we have a lot of Electron hacks? Yes, we do. Nothing to do with MobX state tree. The actual architecture of MobX state tree actually allows us to just expand it and branch it and so on. Still, it's fine. Not the case with Redux. I'm not sure about recoil, so let's keep reading. We're gonna read this until forever. Booleans can make you flip out. You're right, Boner Patrol. That's why you don't read usernames out loud. But the guy who coded God then, well, I don't know. Below is the finished product. Wow! Woo! How happy are web developers? Like, somebody's gonna animate something to fade in or fade out, and everyone's like, demo time. What are you demoing? Did you see this? Did you see this fucking thing? Oh, you haven't? Well, I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, let's be sad for a while, huh? Let's be sad for a while. Let's be sad for a while. Now, this is a demo. This is what you show to the world, and you put a demo title. Everything else, hide it. Make it with font 13. When you demo this, make it like this. What is with the song? Did My Immortal start playing? What the fuck, playlist? Oh, it's some... Okay. Make it smaller, okay? Make it smaller. It doesn't... No. This fucking shit deserves all the praise. Unity is better. Are you shitting me? When I saw this, I was like, that's real life. That's fucking real life. And that's a game engine. And some people are gonna develop for that game engine and create real life shit. Meanwhile, in Webdev, this is our demo. There it is. You can type in an input and it's gonna do something here. The jQuery years are back. It's... look at this. This is so realistic. It makes me want to punch myself and then drown in this glass of water and be like, that's it for me. Seriously. When I saw this fucking demo, look at it. If you haven't looked at this demo, doesn't have anything to do with Webdev, but it's gonna make you cry. Because you can zoom into a rock here and it has 30,000 triangles and they're rendered perfectly fine. We cannot render 3 fucking rectangles on a page. We cannot render. Still, 2020, you cannot make a performant app with 3 fields and 5 rectangles. These motherfuckers are gonna show the triangles right now. Wait for it. This is how many triangles they have in this scene here. If that doesn't make you cry and quit web development, like, I don't fucking know. Seriously. Seriously. You not liking the UI is trash. Come on, we're talking about the rendering engine. People coding websites are, well, us. And the people who are actually smart are busy coding better shit. You know what? On the contrary, I think a lot of web developers, including yours truly, are super smart. Especially yours truly, are smart. I don't think that web developers are dumb. But the platform that we're developing for, if we had something better, we would fucking kick ass. The thing is, we're falling for traps like Redux, Recoil, whatever the shit, and we think we're doing something, when in reality, we're not solving anything. We're just refactoring from A to B to, like, I saw this product. Was it on Product Hunt? About hip hop. Wait, hip hop lyrics XYZ or something. God, I'm never gonna find this. Let me just try to find it for you. It was posted recently. Someone made like a machine learning or something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is with the Bitcoin? How the fuck did this happen? Hey. Oh, it's when you go to producehunt.com, somebody bought the domain and it takes you to Bitcoin shit. Is Bitcoin still a thing? I don't know. Let me search for hip hop here. Try to show you this. Hip hop. See, I cannot even fucking search. I search for hip hop. There's no hip hop on any of these links. Nope. Fuck me. I don't know where did I saw that. But the web app was so impressive. And I'm like, wow, is he using something like, I don't know, the latest React Framer motion, whatever? Because the interactions on a tablet, actually, they were so smooth and everything worked fine. Nice animations and shit. Guess what he was using? It was a super interactive app and it works super smooth on an iPad. The animations, loading, everything was super smooth. Way more animations than in a React app. Guess what it was using? Guess what it was built with. EK3, thank you for buying. It's CZ, it's not Sizzle. It's CZ. Okay. We all quit web dev. You're making fun of me as a web dev. I'm also a web dev. I'm making fun of myself. Don't get your feelings hurt. I'm not saying web developers. My bad works great. EK, here's a live pro tip. Here's a live pro tip for anyone who's using CZ, as a matter of fact. Go to settings, change your channel to beta or alpha or whatever. Change it to beta and go to settings, go to general, and you can dock the dev tools. I just made your life easier in 3 seconds. You don't have to guess. That thing was built with jQuery, baby. It was built with jQuery and it worked perfectly fucking fine. It was so smooth. And I bet that if you give most of these smart React developers who are like, oh, I can do this and it's gonna not gonna re-render, it's gonna blah, 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 blah. If you give them to build that kind of app with React, they're not gonna build it because it's super hard to build. And because we're dealing with shit that doesn't matter. We're not solving anything. It's fucking frustrating. So somebody built something with jQuery that you cannot build with React easily and it's driving me nuts. Like, what the fuck? Hey. Here's the second part of the tutorial. We're gonna build the most useful app in the world that no framework has ever built this app before. Usually when there's a new framework or a new state management thing, they never use this as an example. You would rarely see something like this as an example. I'm talking about a to-do app. Have you ever seen a demo app that's a to-do app? That never happens. So at least they came up with a creative idea of promoting this thing. Wow. Okay. To-do app. Never would have thought of that. Like, Jesus Christ. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. What is producthunt.com? Brewer beer. I hope that you're joking with me. Product Hunt is super popular and they have the most popular products every day. Karen is asking about WebAssembly. WebAssembly, I don't know. Same here, just bought a download CZ. I will give it a try. Well, maybe I should give out, you know what? How the fuck should I do this? How the fuck should I do you have any ideas about giving giveaways to Twitch? I should do it like every time on this stream. I'm randomly gonna gift a lifetime license to one of the people in the stream. I don't know how we're gonna pull that off. But I should definitely do that. Whoever puts their email first in the chat, they're gonna get CZ free forever. I don't care who puts it second. It's just gonna be the first person and that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna figure out a better way for doing giveaways. There you go. Nemo Bereen. You get it. Sorry. I'm sorry for people who just bought it. We're gonna give out random giveaways. So it's a trial anyway. I mean, you can cancel like so many people shared their email. So many people shared their email. I didn't expect this, you motherfuckers. Okay, to the first 5 people, it was a okay. There you go. 5 licenses. See? 5 fucking licenses are going out to these people, but that's it. Like, don't get too comfortable with this because it's gonna be like 1 license per stream. But this time, because people were actually okay, Nemo Bereen got his license, Lucas got his license. Who else? Staffelito got his license. It's a lifetime license, by the way. I'm not fucking around. It's really like CZ free forever. That's how much I want you to fucking try this browser and tell me like, wow, this is really the best thing for development. There you go. Another gift. Who else is last? Blaze. Yeah, we're gonna do this again. Maybe it's gonna happen again in the stream. I have no fucking idea. I have to come up with a better concept for it, because this concept sucks. Let's go back to recoil, okay? Yeah, I just sent email to whoever sent their email, so no problem. It is okay if I like it, I'm okay to pay you. Clampat, you're one of the nicest people on the internet. If someone says, if I like it, I don't have a problem of paying you that. That's how the internet should be. Everything that I like and somebody else made and they spend time for it, I have no problem of buying it. So whatever. Let's look into this shit. What is an atom? Contains a source of truth for our application state. In our to-do list, the source of truth will be an array of objects, with each object representing... We'll call a list item to-do list state and create it using the atom. Oh, wait. I like, they already lost me. Let me just go back. Maybe this is more advanced than MobX and I'm not getting it. No, it's fucking not. So when you do... Oh, okay, that was an atom. The text state was an atom. Okay. So you're gonna have one global atom thingy for the entire to-do list state. You're gonna it needs a key, and okay. Do you need to have a default value? I'm gonna go back again. That's how well this tutorial is written. So for every atom you need key and you need default value. That's not gonna get annoying anytime soon. Why would it? And then we're gonna do use recoil value. We're gonna use the state and we're gonna map over the to-dos. That's fun. Like, hey, stop with the stop with the fucking emails. It's not happening anymore. It's not happening. It was just a short giveaway. We're gonna figure out something for better giveaways. And the commented out components will be implemented, and also it's free. So even though it requires a credit card, just because we don't want anyone downloading it and then messing with it, it's when you go through the process, just putting in your email, credit card, you have 2 weeks for free and you can cancel anytime. Like you can literally cancel, buy it and cancel it. So anyone can try it. Let's not talk about it. I feel like I'm too salesy today and I don't want that to be the topic of the day. We should talk about recoil, the future of state management, everybody, according to 5 people in Facebook. If this microphone, I'm gonna glue you to my fucking face if you don't stop. Maybe I should stop touching it. That's what she said. We're never gonna go through this tutorial. I'm way too distracted to go through this tutorial, okay? Oh, I fucking get it. Recoil atom. Holy shit, it just I'm that dumb. I'm that dumb that it just clicked. React. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoever mentioned I cannot pronounce your name. Pegu is your last name. Thank you for that, because I'm a fucking idiot. Guys, stop with the email. Chances are lost. It's sad, but you need to tune in next time. Yeah, tune in next time. They're gonna be random giveaways. So we're testing in one browser only. Probably go with browser stack, to be honest. Yeah. See, like, not gonna lie to you, and it even says on the landing page, CZ is Chromium, but at least you're testing on multiple device dimensions at once to simulate user agents. And like, let's not shut up, kids. Let's not talk about it. Try it. If you don't like it, don't use it. That's it. Oh, this is the part that I'm talking about. Okay, so we're gonna use recoil for our global state or whatever the... Like, is this meant for global state? I don't know. Maybe. Even if it is, they're not gonna tell you. They are gonna be more philosophical about it. They're gonna be like, oh, well, actually, you don't need global state. In apps, every state should be divided between local and according to the recurrence of the network events. Like, tell me, is it fucking global state or is it not? And they're shying away from the fact that React needed a global state management library thingy. It needed it so bad. And all throughout the years, when somebody asked if we needed a global state management, they were like, well, we already provide things that are needed, and you can build your own. Use, so we need use state for the local state. And then we have set to-do list equals use set recoil. I'm out. That's it. Thank you very much. I'm out. I'm back, but like the moment you tell me to do this weird shit, set to-do list. God damn it. What if you wanna wait. Set to-do list, and it gives you the there's the old switcheroo. There's the old everything should be pure and mutable. I knew they were trying to sell this mindset. I still don't believe it. I don't give a It's just because foo and bar are no longer good for Jolier. Why not use to-dos? Absolutely. I just got in, but I guess you were talking about sys.co, right? Yeah, we were talking about that. Recoil's main feature is that it will be compatible with the concurrent mode. That's it. That's their selling point. I don't give a shit. That's the thing. Like, you can build so much with MobX, and you can do so much shit with GraphQL that until concurrent mode is here, so many people are gonna waste time with this bullshit for setting a to-do list. The problem is, like, I've talked about this, okay? Let me just... Okay, I'm gonna... Since it's apparently May 30th is the plug day, I'm gonna plug one of my talk. I'm not plugging it. I just wanna... for people who haven't seen this, just go and see my talk about state management in a GraphQL era. I'm trying... Did I copy the link? Yeah. I'm trying to explain that Redux and Recoil and whatever is not your problem. Your problem is that you're using REST API. So if you're interested in this philosophy, go and watch the talk after the stream. For now, let's continue with Recoil. So you need to read the old to-do list, set the old to-do list and spread it basically in an array, and then just add the new item. Because pushing in an array, no matter what people tell you, pushing in an array is a mutable thing, and it's invented by the devil. Okay. So never set a boolean directly, never push in an array directly, because it's bad. It's in the it's the 11th commandment. Didn't you read that? 10th commandment, 11. Don't never be not immutable. Never be mutable. Always be immutable. Like, this drives me crazy. So like, this doesn't... I can already tell you from anything else that I've tried Overmind. Most of your fuckers don't even know what is Overmind, right? You're like, what is Overmind? I've never heard of it. Well, Code Sandbox is built with Overmind, and I've tried this, and I kind of like it. I prefer it. It has nice dev tools. I like some things. I like some philosophies. I prefer it more than local state and context and whatever. However, as the app scales, it's still not MobX at the end of the day, and it's not MobX state tree. And you still have to babysit it about performance and shit, and it's fucking annoying. So Overmind, Redux, Recoil, whatever you put in the same basket, they're not gonna have the same scalability as MobX, and it's gonna get more annoying the bigger the app is. People think it's the other way around, whatever. There's a utility for creating unique ID. This is what kind of things we're putting in a tutorial. Because if you use a library like this, if you use a library, this library might be 0.0002 bytes, and if you use a library and you don't write everything vanilla, you're evil. That's it. That should be the mantra that we tell everyone. Never use a library, always use vanilla, always use immutable JS, pure code for life. That's it. Because of security reasons, what is Overmind? What do you like more, Redux or MobX? I've been talking about MobX. Man, I always think like I won't use push here because it won't be immutable, but in the end it doesn't matter much anyway. This is what I'm talking about. Most people should just use context and use state, says Ike. That's not fucking true, and they shouldn't. When hooks were out, when I started building the workshop material for React Academy, the first thing that I tried to do was rebuild one of my apps from MobX. Whatever the fuck. I was building a new app, and I built it with hooks and context, and it was the same babysitting performance nightmare that you would expect from Redux, Overmind, or whatever. You need to babysit your components. Like, when you get in the MobX mindset that you don't need to babysit anything, you can have a huge state tree. MobX state tree is the name of the library. Then you don't want to touch anything else. Like, you don't want to think about performance. Every component should be performant out of the box. You can use whatever you want from the state tree. When you get used to that sort of thinking, it's like looking at this is like going to jQuery. Back to jQuery, seriously. Thanks so much for the CC license, kids. I gotta get started on work now, so I'm gonna head out, but have a good rest of the day, stream day. Have a good day, Swiss. See you. I'm talking about your basic starters in Webdev, understanding the basics first. Well, let me tell you, I'm teaching beginners, right? I got access to hooks before hooks were released. So the Facebook team liked me back then. No, they were actually nice enough to give a couple of creators in the community the early access to hooks. And I was one of them, and they were like, what do you think? And immediately I started doing MobX out of hooks. I was trying to apply the MobX mindset to hooks and context and shit, and I showed it to Dan, and Dan was like, nope. He was like, no, don't do that, no. This is not, but when you get used to MobX and then everything scales, you try to do the same shit with hooks. So that's one point. Second point is I was teaching it to beginners, to teams across Europe who haven't seen hooks before. Like, I was whenever they give me access, they were like, but don't teach this material, it's too early. I was like, yeah, sure. I did a workshop 3 days after they give me access to I had a workshop scheduled already, but I changed my material in 3 days, and I was like, we're not going to talk about classes, we're going to talk about hooks. People are like, Are you scamming us? We paid you to teach us about classes. I'm like, no, no, no. There's this hot thing. It's hooks. And trust me, even for experienced people, hooks, especially at the beginning, were confusing as fuck. So let's not pretend that hooks and context are an easy concept to understand. What is an easy concept to understand is this fucking thing. I think if you give this to a fucking monkey somewhere in the jungle, and you're like, hey, this is how you use a store. This is a title. And he's like, whatever monkeys. That was not a monkey sound. And you're gonna be like, this is a boolean. And it's gonna be like, yeah, that was a pigeon. And you're gonna be like, this is a function. He's gonna be like, okay. And this is a getter. And the monkey's gonna be like, and he's gonna fucking get this. But if you explain to someone this, whatever this is going on here, actually, I should be excited for this. I should make a recoil workshop and actually go and sell it all around Europe and teach teams about recoil, even though they don't fucking need it. I should do that instead of bitching and complaining about it. Best monkey sound ever. State management for everyone. You got hooked early. I'm not gonna click on this and show it to everyone before I actually see 8 ways to handle states in... What the fuck is this? URL. Current shareable application settings URL. Persist between sessions, one browser. Only one component needs a state, local state, lifted state. Look, where we're talking, when we're talking about this global state, yeah, okay, I agree with this actually. But when we're talking about this, the easiest way to do this is with MobX state tree. That's my fucking point. Greetings from Australia. Greetings, buddy. What was the page framework with the monkey example? That's MobX state tree. This is MobX with React. This is the local MobX. I'm not saying that just vanilla MobX as it is doesn't have its own issues. That's why I like MobX state tree. God, it sounds like I'm working for MobX state tree. Even though it's an open source repo, somehow I work for it. I'm just trying to make your life easier, motherfuckers. This is how MobX state tree looks like. But trust me, it's scalable as fuck. Let's not get into this. Let's just look at this ugliness, okay? Let's continue. What means vanilla in short? Vanilla means, I don't know, like, what is the origin of the vanilla word in web development, but it means like the default flavor. I think that's vanilla. It's default, whatever comes out of the box. I don't know what vanilla meaning. I'm wondering in which century did people come up and saying things, oh, that's just vanilla. I don't know when. Get a vanilla mug for your guy. Vanilla, a little more vanilla than I was used to. Unexciting, normal, conventional, boring vanilla a little bit. A bit like this definition by 2003. So I guess somewhat, no. Of course, the meaning, oh, fuck the meaning of vanilla, god damn it. Search for vanilla.js. Actually, I think there's a funny thing, vanilla.js. Yeah, I think I've seen this. It's a fact. Wait. But this was a joke, right? This was a joke, right? There's nothing when you download this. I remember this shit. The Vanilla.js team maintains every byte of code in the framework and works hard each day to make sure it's small and intuitive. Who's using Vanilla.js? Glad you asked. Here are a few. But I know that it's a joke. How many new developers are gonna fall for this shit? Huh? How many new developers are gonna be like, dude, we're using Vanilla.js, is the best. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's the joke. Have you tried Blender 3D modeling program? It is amazing. Darky Deep, one of my life goals is to be retired, which hopefully it's gonna happen in the next 10 years. And then just play around with tools like Blender and Unity and Unreal Engine and VR and AR and never, ever touch something that requires me to spread an old item before adding the new item. I don't want to write this code. It's fucking sad. So no, I haven't tried Blender 3D modeling because I don't have time, because most of my time is spent on Electron and fixing Electron shit. It's a sad life. I'm never gonna go through this example if the chat doesn't slow down and if the microphone doesn't stop falling. Okay, let me focus here. Nope. The microphone is like, nope, not today, motherfucker. I should just... Is there a... Okay, I'm gonna stop touching it. To-do list, set to-do list. We're using recoil state to use the to-do list state in here. Cool. Index equals to-do list dot find index list item. List item equals item. What? Oh, this is one of the to-do items. If we want to display it, the to-do item component will display the value of the to-do item while allowing you to change its text and delete the item. Use recall state to roll. Well, looking from this, it's still better than vanilla use state, right? Kinda. So we're gonna find the item. Oh, of course we're gonna actually replace the entire list. I thought like, wait, because like, fuck me. Let me go to Code Sandbox. Let me just give you the shortest, simplest example of anything ever. Jesus Christ, just sign in to create a bookmark template. No, I just want a React template. How would that look? Like, I'm not gonna go with a full MobX example, but just imagine you have a global store somewhere. Let me just zoom in this shit for you. Just imagine you have a global store that resides somewhere in your tree. Like, just imagine this is wrapped with like global store thingy, right? And it has as like store. Actually, this is using a default provider, so you can just do your own store context.provider and just provide the value of the store like this. This is how it would be in MobX state tree, in MobX, whatever you want. Now, the beautiful thing about that is you wrap your app once. Okay, I get it. I don't have the store. And your store can be whatever the fuck you want it. Like, it can be a huge MobX state tree. Like, it doesn't have a limit, right? And there goes my voice. Anytime you would want to use this, like we would have this app thingy. Let's just call it app equals whatever. And then we're going to have export default app, right? And if you want to make this magically observable and performant and shit, you just wrap it with observer like this. And then you have a hook called use store. Okay, Code Sandbox, super helpful. I literally needed unstable underscore render subtree into container. It's scary how these IDEs are reading my mind. They're getting so advanced. They're gonna start writing code for us soon. So I wanted to say use store here like this. Fuck me, Code Sandbox. Can you not do that? Thank you very much. Store it. This I'm literally showing how you would use something in a real life app. Like, this is the code that you can find in a real life app. And now, oh, you wanted a to-dos? Cool. This is how you read the to-dos. You don't have use recoil on my oil thingy, okay? You just use the fucking global store or local store or whatever the hell it is. You use it like this. And God, just web development is driving me crazy. Here is prettier here. Yeah, of course prettier is gonna remove my tag. I'm not finished, you piece of... And then, oh, you wanted to loop over the to-dos? This is how you loop over the to-dos in MobX. Oh, you wanted to show one to-do? This is how you show one to-do in MobX. Oh, you wanted to show the to-do name? So, wait, the cool thing about this is, if I don't do this, this app component is never gonna re-render, okay? If I don't do this, if the store changes, you don't have to babysit this component. You don't have to do your own checks, whether the store has updated, all of that shit. Nothing. You just use it. So when you decide to actually use it, it gets even better. If this to-do has a title and you just loop over the to-dos and you just show the title or whatever, MobX is clever enough to know when to re-render what. Or if you have like an actual to-do and you do like to-do is gonna get a MobX to-do, and here you're just gonna return a div and you're gonna have whatever to-do dot... Did I just use spaces instead of tabs? Like, how filthy was that move, kids? Like, god damn it. And let's say that you want to do to-do.map, and for each to-do you just want to do... I'm giving you a full-blown fixing your life MobX tutorial right now. And I'm fucking up a map. I haven't coded in a while, so don't be harsh on me. There you go. And if, like, this just needs to be observed. Of course, you just need to make it an observer once, and now it's magically observed, and that's it. Observer is not defined. I get it, Code Sandbox. Just imagine you're gonna do observer once. Observer from MobX React. Okay, are you gonna be happy, Code Sandbox? Cool. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the magical moment, if I'm only showing the to-do title here, the entire React app is gonna be smart enough not to re-render if I ever change the to-do dot priority or whatever. If I ever use to-do dot priority here, MobX is gonna magically figure it out and it's gonna re-render for me. Oh, what is that? You wanted to update the title of that to-do on a click of a button? Wow, that shouldn't be this many lines of code for editing one fucking thing. This is how you would edit it. If Control Z, works. Edit, update, to do, title. This is literally, I'm not even kidding, how it will look like. It will look on click equals. I got so pissed that I'm giving you the tutorial right now. To do dot whatever you want to call it. You want to update the entire to do, you can have that method. You want to update the title, you can update the title to trash. That's how it should look like, and that's it. Your entire state tree is magically gonna re-render. You don't have to think about, oh, did I replace the entire to-do list? Was it pure? Was it functional? Was it whatever the fuck? And when you get used to, and I got used to this kind of programming for 3 to 4 years, I don't want to go back where I'm doing shit like, for editing this item, which I already have here. I already have the fucking item here. It's right there. It comes from item. I first have to, let me just look at the chat. Maybe someone is correcting me. Call Sierra, do an online Twitch stream to teach MobX, please, would be exciting. I should do a MobX course. There is a free MobX state tree course on Egghead from Michel Vestrate, however you pronounce him. And it's still relevant, and it's 1 hour. So go and get your mind blown. Seriously, the lessons are super small, and he would explain it better, way better than me, because he actually created it and I still haven't learned it. Topic aside. But doing this, look, I already have the item, but I have to find the item. I have to replace the entire list, add the index, and then just spread the item to update the fucking text and then set the list. And in order to toggle it, I have to do this shit again, and probably they're not gonna put this function in the example. Or they're gonna. Haha, they're gonna! Woo! How exciting is this? In order to update something in a list, you have to write 2 helper functions that look like code that I wrote for Redux 4 years ago. It's coming back. The memories, the flashbacks, the... So how does anyone choose this over doing to-do.update title or to-do.replace or to-do update? Oh, you wanted to change the entire to-dos list? This is how you would do it. There's going to be a button, change to-dos, and literally on it, you can already guess it if I can ever complete this. On click equals, it's gonna be to-dos.update, and you can replace it with whatever. So this can be like clear to-dos. It's fucking easy, and it doesn't take 50 lines of code. And the best thing about it, not that the boilerplate is easy, it's gonna be way more performant than whatever you're gonna write with Redux, use state, use context, blah 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 blah. Did I make my fucking point already? This stream is a fucking mess. Do you use, somebody asked me, do you use MobX State Tree or MobX React Lite? I'm using MobX State Tree in combination with MobX React Lite. He uses WebStorm. Are you using Vim for programming? No, I'm using WebStorm. That's why I feel a little bit weird when I'm in Code Sandbox and I write a button and tag doesn't automatically, does it? No, it doesn't complete. But you're probably used to it because you're using VS Code, and VS Code is not helping you with anything, and you're still like, it's the best editor ever, man. Anyway, that's another... I have so many strong, hard opinions that... I can get it, like why some people would be like, I don't agree with you, man. Well, actually, VS Code. But trust me that everything that I'm saying, like I'm not in any way affiliated with MobX React, MobX State Tree. I'm not affiliated with WebStorm. I'm not I'm just trying to make your life easier, and I hate when people are not giving something a chance, okay? Like right now I'm talking against Recoil. Eventually I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a chance, and at least I'm gonna say, well, this was crap. But people are not giving MobX State Tree, WebStorm, GraphQL. They're not even giving it css-in-js. They're not even giving it a chance. They're like, no, this is, no. Why are you studying Recoil? Just curious, I didn't catch the beginning of the stream. Because it's a hot new thing, and probably, I'm not on Twitter right now, but probably the entire React community is talking about fucking Recoil. It has 6,000 stars in a couple of weeks. And as I said, a lot of code bases in the world right now. There's a Saturday meeting and one scheduled for Sunday for a lot of software companies. We're gonna be like, okay, let's plan our Recoil thing. Okay, we're gonna take this piece of code and make it this big. Are you on board? And everyone's like, cheers. Good idea. Let's do that. Let's waste 4 months because concurrent mode is gonna be out in 2 years, and then we're gonna benefit from it. That's how the fucking makes me mad. So I didn't like, unless they drastically simplify this in the next example and I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot, then I don't like this at all. This is just Redux with a different name. They're like, what should we call it? If we don't call it Redux, come on, come up with this. Can it start with re? No, it can't. Come on, give us another name. Nah, it must start with re. We cannot come up with something else. Okay, make it something like React. Recoil. Got it. Selectors. I don't think this is a big ass tutorial. Selector represents a piece of derived state. You can think of derived state as the output of passing state to a pure function that modifies the given state in some way. Pure. Just the word pure gives so many people joy in their hearts. They're like, oh, my code is so pure. You're not solving problems in the world, motherfucker, no matter how pure is your code. Derived state is a powerful concept because it let us build. Did I spend too much time on recoil? I think I did. Let's just get this over with and that's it. Click this at the end. I'm gonna do it at the end. He said, what's the MobX thing with the emoji that you showed? MobX thing with emoji? Is it this? It's MobX with React. I didn't know about this hook, but somebody on my stream told me, hey, for local state, don't bother with a bunch of use states. Even if you want local state, you can use local store. And this blew my mind because this is way better than having 4 different use states. It's fucking amazing. Okay, what are selectors? Let's just see what are selectors and let's just fucking wrap this up seriously. Our Saturday pizza is on the way. We made pizza a Saturday thing, and now Pizza Hut is sending me a notification because they know me and I hate them for it. They're like, hey, it's Saturday. You haven't ordered your pizza. And I'm like, hey, fuck you. You don't know me. Yeah, you actually know me. Order. Bam. So I have to wrap this up soon. Let's just finish with the goddamn selector. So this is the to-do list filter state. This gives me Redux flashbacks. When I watch dance tutorials, not dance tutorial, Dan apostrophe S tutorials on Redux, he had these examples and I was so mind blown. Still didn't fall for it. I actually fell for it for 6 months and I was like, nope, not gonna waste my life on this. Filter to-do list state. You give it a key and it's a selector and it gets to-do list filter state. Dude, this is reselect with a different name. Like they're wrapping Redux. Oh my god, this makes me like with that hook. What was it called? Use reducer? Yeah, I have never used it personally. With use reducer and with all of the shit, it just reminds me like a built-in kinda best practice Redux selector. It's still babysitting state to do the most simple things, and I really feel sorry especially for indie developers who are, if you're in a company, you get paid by the hour, do all of this shit. I don't give a shit. You get paid, okay? But for indie people who are trying, is the pizza here? The pizza is not here. For indie hackers, people, whatever you call yourselves, people working in a small team or whatever, trying to build something, when you fall for this trap, it really makes me sad, seriously, because this is not meant for you. I'm not gonna say that this is not gonna be useful to 5 companies, Pinterest, Facebook, and whatever. They have some weird use case scenario that we cannot even imagine working with concurrent mode, whatever. But you are not fucking Facebook. It's Recoil is rebranded Redux. I kinda, dude, does the actual US government use CZ? Yes, they do. And they were one of the first teams that signed up for CZ in the first month. I don't know who exactly is using it. I'm assuming Trump is not in his office like, wow, this is the best. I cannot make a Trump impression to save my life. Seriously. How easy? Let me try again. There it is. CZ is the best development browser. No, I lost it. Okay. Just drink bleach, whatever that moron says. But yeah, they're using one of their departments. I don't know. It was literally in the first month that one of their biggest departments just got a CZ license, and I didn't even ask them. I put them on the landing page. I could get in trouble for that. Life is fun. We're never gonna finish this example. This entire stream is about recoil, and it's all over the place. MobX versus MobX state tree. MobX state tree. Filter to-do state. So you have to get your to-do list filter state, and you have to get the fucking list in order to derive from them. This is way too much simpler in MobX state tree, and it makes me sad, but okay. It's not about me, it's about you. To-do list equals use recoil value. Change from to-do list state to filtered to-do list. There's some person in a dark room right now, like racking their brain over all of this shit, and I feel sad for them. Filter set filter equals use recoil state to-do list filter state. Update filters equal target value set filter value. Okay, selector. Oh, okay. While we could create a selector for each one of the stats, an easier approach would be to create one selector that returns an object containing the data we need. We'll call this selector to-do list stat state. Hey, Remember naming things in Redux? Just when you think that the world is over naming things, you had to name fucking everything. Like if you wanted to update a boolean, I even forgot how to write Redux, but you would have to have like Redux dispatch. I forgot. Okay, I'm just guessing here. Redux dispatch action thingy for my loved boolean only. And then you would have to make the actual string look the same or different. It would be like, this is my Redux action for updating that one boolean, because apparently doing it like this is not the way that God intended. Is not the way that software developers should do, according to certain people. Okay. So these names are just giving me a headache. To-do list, that state. Just say that out loud and you're gonna quit this library. You're gonna be like, okay, let's just do a to-do list that state. We're out. We're done with this library. Not writing the selector anymore. Yeah, dispatcher types. Good resource to learn React. I don't know. Did you work solo on this? Validator is asking me. I worked solo on the CZ version from 2017. Ever since we relaunched it as an actual browser, there were 3 of us. Now there's 5 of us. Soon there's gonna be 7 of us. So I'm not working on it alone. We're never gonna finish this goddamn tutorial. So just say this out loud. To-do list, that state. To-do list, that state. To-do list, that state. You have to get the to-do list and the total number and the total completed number and the total completed number and the percent completed. You return that in an object. To read the value of to-do list, that state, you use recall value once again. And you do formatted percent completed. Okay, to summarize, we've created a to-do list app that meets all of our requirements. Asynchronous data queries. Oh my fucking god. We have atom, selector, table of users. It's way too much code to do the simplest things. God, I'm so not excited by this shit. It's not even funny. Like, I'm getting super excited about the future of web dev and the future of doing, like, I get it that whenever I'm gonna mention these like no code tools or whatever, you're gonna be like, well, somebody's gonna code those tools. It doesn't mean that somebody's gonna use Recoil to work on those tools, and people are working on those tools already. That's the only thing in web dev that makes me excited and it gives me hope. Things like Blitz, Redwood, that we're actually gonna ship things instead of reinventing the way we flip a boolean for the 7th year in a row is not exciting at all. However you do it, I don't give a shit. Oh, it works with suspense. It works with concurrent mode. I don't give a single shit. Did you see that state of web dev? Was it from Stack of Overflow? State of dev. Was it this or whatever it was that the 49% of the web is written in jQuery or whatever? Not saying that it's the best thing ever, but it's the most used thing ever, so just deal with it. Hey, I have big news. I forgot to share it with you. CZ made it to that site that everyone is apparently obsessed. TechRadar.org. CZ made it fucking here. And everyone and their mother messaged me about it. They were like, hey, you made it. Wait, was it this? TechRadar thought works. And I'm like, bitch, I made it long ago. We didn't made it now. Like, what are you talking about? You made it to TechRadar. I'm like, yeah, and apparently this is a big deal to be on here. And CZ is now here. So whoever is still on the verge of adopting or we're in the assess. So we're the asses, baby. We're on this list, and apparently it's a huge deal. Like literally everyone messaged me about it from like, I don't know. Even my grandma was like, honey, I saw you on the Thought Raider thing. Congratulations. What does the number 74 mean? I don't know, grandma, but apparently it's a good thing. I don't know. Great, kids. Good for you. Good for your life. We didn't cover anything that happened in web development this week and this month, and it was supposed to be about that, but it wasn't, and my pizza is gonna be here soon, so whatever. Somebody said, Kieran says, try X state kill recoil. Well, first time I uttered the words without joking and without being sarcastic that we need a state machine. The checkout for CZ has gotten so complex and there's so many moving parts, and you cannot find, like, you have the page load and then waiting for the animation and then user scrolling into the section and then loading the payment script and then setting it up, and then the user clicks on the dialog, and if it's on mobile it opens a page, if it's on desktop it opens a dialog, then in the dialog the script is ready. Like, there's so many states. This is the case where I would use a state machine. I'm not sure if I would use X state. I would actually believe X state, because David Piano has been like, every time I think of a piano I think of a X state, Every time I think of a machine, I think of a state machine, and David K. Piano is like in my head. So I think for the first time ever, we're gonna write a state machine for the complex checkout that CZ has. So I'm happy. Like when I find a use case for something, if I ever find a use case for recoil, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this makes sense in 0.225 cases in the world. It makes sense. It does look cool. Did you work solo on this on CZ? Yeah, dispatcher type, good resource to learn React. God in heaven, Redux is the future. This is way too much complicated code for a fucking to-do list. Timo, that's what I'm fucking saying. Meme time, let's go. Someone devil saying Disney in 3 times. Yo, congrats, lol. X8 is real nice. Go, kids, go. My father is still looking at this like, Dad, you're still watching this stream. Don't. Because I don't even understand this shit anymore. I'm looking at this and your boy is losing it. If you're proud of me for whatever, your boy cannot keep up with the technology anymore. I'm not going to jump from a library to library, but I'm going to get that bread at the end of the day, so that doesn't matter. No, seriously, like, I wish that more people would adopt it's just not my mindset, but if you spend more time on indie hackers and more time on Reddit and more time on Product Hunt, and you see that these people have a mindset of solving problems in the world, and if you shift your developer mindset to that, we could actually do something. Like, I know this sounds like a cheesy motivational topic or whatever. We're gonna stop writing recoil and we're gonna save the polar bears, whatever. But seriously, if we were more problem-solving oriented than refactoring our fucking booleans oriented every week, we would actually solve problems. It's like, you can take... Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna mention it again. Just go to my Medium. You're gonna find an old article from 2017. You can see how I started. Like, you can see how I got here and everything else is literally by just having a mindset. Money never motivated me. Nothing else, like refactoring code never motivated me. I was just about, let's just solve fucking something. This is a problem, let's solve it. Anything else you're gonna see from me that comes next, any next thing that I'm gonna announce, it's gonna be about solving a fucking problem. I don't care what technology was I using for it. I don't care if the lighthouse score is not 100%. It's like, I really wish that I can bring this message to people, like, solve fucking problems, stop refactoring your goddamn booleans. Ah, but it's hard. It's a hard message to put through thick developer skulls who are like, but if your light score... I'm showing this example in my talk. Max Stoiber posted a tweet 1 year ago, 2 years ago with his personal blog, and people were like, hey, but the lighthouse score for PWA is not 100%. Trolls. And I'm like, motherfucker, the lighthouse score is fine because nobody's gonna take a personal website and pin it as a PWA on their home screen. But we'd rather talk about this shit than talk about actual problems in the world that we can solve. This stream was happening in the highest stages of COVID. I still think that COVID is dangerous. I think that there's a problem with the corona, not the rest of the world. But when this thing started, we were going on reddit.com/r/webdev, which I think is the most popular subreddit for webdev. Yeah, it is. And if I see, shut up Reddit, don't send me notifications. If I see the topics of the week, nobody's solving shit about corona and COVID, okay? See what they're talking about. They're talking about ASP. They're talking about AS fucking P. They're talking about somebody made Tinder for Netflix. Okay, at least they're solving a problem. They made Tinder for Netflix. It's like, nobody's solving the problems that matter. They're like, making circles with lines. I made circles with... How bored... The dog's barking, which means the pizza is here, which means we're doing the not laughing challenge, and I'm off to get my pizza. I don't give a shit about webdev. But seriously, like, in the first week of COVID, first few weeks, I was so excited to visit this and for people to have solutions because the world needed solutions. Hey, Kitsa, why didn't you make the solution? Because I'm already solving another thing. Cannot solve fucking everything. Nothing, baby. Nothing. Everyone is just too into, let's compare Vue to Angular to React. What is better? Is it Svelte or is it MobX State Tree? Do you as a user have installed PWS? No, I don't ever, because the web is garbage. All right, let's end this on a positive note and let's look at... Oh, this was the actual thing. This is the new thing. This is the new thing, and the pizza is here, and I have to wrap this up. Problem should be the focus. Yeah, like, if you're new to me overall, if you're like, what is this guy talking about? Or if you're like, he kind of has a point. What is my talk? What is the name of that goddamn talk? Navigating... Yeah. I think this one is the latest one. Navigating the hype-driven world. Like, this is where I'm expanding for 30 minutes. We solved a COVID problem during the 2 last weekends using Next.js, and I'm a bit proud. Timo, you should brag, and you should be proud. Just link the freaking project, and I'm gonna link it here if it's linkable. I'm gonna show it to people. You should be proud because you're actually solving problems. You're not wasting time on bullshit. Most people don't save money, but if you do, congrats. Don't save money? Or do you mean have money? I don't know what you're implying here, Darky Deep. But we don't have time to go into that. MakePad is a creative software development platform for Rust that compiles to Wasm, WebGL, OS X, Metal, Windows. Okay, this sounds exciting. This sounds exciting for people who want to play with this. Is this new? February 6th. It's not really new, but the notes, we don't have a lot of notes. So I'm gonna put that in the notes. Let's wrap this up. Timo, if you have your link, just put your link so I can share it. Kieran says try it. The UI. Which UI? Oh, this? Makepad.nl? Makepad is loading. Introducing Makepad. Creative software development platform built around Rust. We used to make creative software development as fun as possible. To do this, we will use a set of visual design tools that modify application in real time, as well as the library system that allows you to write how to use. Open this file in the MakerPark editor UI. Open this URL in your browser. How to install. How do I open this in the... Okay, you couldn't put a link to it. How do I find this? main/makepad/examples/ where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Examples /webjs example. Oh, where the fuck is that? Why am I so lost? Open this file in the MakePad editor UI. I don't know how to do that. I'm an idiot, for God's sake. Oh, I cannot zoom in this. I don't know how to open this. crpinsky.rs. And we don't have to, like, do you think that I want to do this while pizza is waiting for me and cold beer and something on Netflix? We've been rewatching Dark. Go rewatch Dark because it's the best show ever. There's a plug for you if you don't know what to do with your life. You're tired of web development. It's in German. Yeah, you should watch it in German. Don't be an asshole. Don't be like, well, I prefer everything in English. What is that link? Receiver app. It's in German. Sorry, recover the app. This is live on the Receiver app. It's a contact tracing app for restaurant. That's fucking amazing, Timo. Thank you for linking it. I'm gonna put it in the notes. And congratulations on solving things that matter, problems that matter. Because like you have this thing. First of all, it looks amazing. Second of all, there's probably 10,000 problems like this that people can solve, but instead they're gonna go and watch Dark, just like I suggested. Or I'm not even mad. They're gonna actually waste time on bullshit, on their theme, on their refactoring or whatever. Yeah, Kitsa, you're annoying with this conversation. We get it, but whatever. I'm gonna take a look at this MakePad thing some other time because I really need to wrap up. And I'm sorry we spent way too much time on Recoil. Hopefully I made my point. Hopefully you're gonna give MobX a chance. Hopefully. I don't know. But should we? I haven't seen Webdev memes for a month. So we're gonna go to programmer humor and I'm gonna try my try not to laugh challenge. And probably I'm not gonna make it. Hopefully I'm not gonna make it. So let's see. Putting on my serious face. Ooh, super serious right now. And I'm gonna try not to laugh at these memes that probably 14-year-old kids made, and hopefully I'm not gonna laugh at them. Asking a question on Stack Overflow will be like, here's what you did wrong. This snippet should help you. That one guy who actually read the question. Hey, don't say that one guy because it might have been a girl. It might have been something else. Someone else. You don't want to say a guy there, okay? Why should we hire you? I have a lot of reputation on Stack Overflow. You're hired. Could you? That's a stupid question. Not funny. See, I'm making it so far. Give a man a program, frustrating for a day. Teach a man to program, frustrating for a lifetime. No, Francesco Napolitano. Hello, how are y'all this morning? I was wondering what the day of the week is. What day is today's string? Return Tuesday. There, you can use that. It fails. Okay, still didn't laugh. That was not a real laugh. I tried it several times this morning and it worked every time. God, this is kind of funny, but I'm not gonna laugh. Actual photo of me approving and merging my own pull requests in my own. Don't count this as a laugh. I'm gonna laugh out loud if I lose this fucking challenge. No, it doesn't affect my baby. 16 years later, the baby is making stupid programming mistakes, but maybe the baby is solving problems while you're being a smartass on Reddit, so I don't know. When I was 4, my sister was 2. I'm now 44. How old is my sister? Tester. Studied at... This is a tough one. Okay, fuck it. Dev back in 1996, dev in 2020. I just fit Pokemon Red. Help, Call of Duty uses 100 gigabytes. Uh, Biggest fear is that one day I'll run into a problem that hasn't been solved in Stack Overflow and I have to restart my project with a different technology. Okay. Stop making fun of different programmers. See, I'm nailing this so far because these memes are not funny. U plus me error cannot implicitly convert from int type into a char type. Oh, okay. Assembly developers be like, if you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Programmers, no, you have to give your variables the script name. Mathematicians, haha, function go F. Kind of lost it there, still didn't lose it. Using Jira doesn't make you agile. If those project managers could read, they'd be very upset. Cards against developers. Nope. Think about programming. Elon Musk names his son web developers. Mods are asleep up with C#. Nope, nothing is funny. Three more minutes and I'm out. This was planned to actually be 1.5 hours. My girlfriend is probably fuming because she cannot start the pizza without me. So 3 minutes left. If you have anything last to plug in, somebody actually, it's funny but not haha funny. Okay, why do front-end developers eat lunch alone? I don't know why. They don't know how to join tables. SQL jokes rock. The joys of Stack Overflow. Use shove with the n option as shown below to get n random lines. This should be the accepted answer. 78 billion lines text file. This meme is always funny to me. I'm not gonna laugh now. My reaction when somebody doesn't give exactly one space before and after. Pathetic. God, these memes are the worst. The best apps I've ever developed. Hello world, my app test. We are all great developers until there's no internet. How is this? How is this 20,000 upvotes? This is the reason why I moved away from Twitter. Because people... this is not funny. This is fucking obvious. Who needs comments anyway? I remember what this code does. I wrote it myself. It's unlikely, so I don't need to leave comments. Okay. Okay, these memes are making me tired. I didn't laugh. Congratulations, kids. You won the dumbest challenge in the world. That's it. I'm gonna try to do this. Just let me know last time before we leave, please, whoever it is in the chat, let me know if this show would work in this time for you. Do you want me to do it on Friday or do you want me to do it on Saturday? First vote for that. Go ahead in the chat and tell me, do you want Friday? Do you want Saturday? What is the best day for you? Are you relaxed enough on Saturday? Do you want to do it on Friday? On Friday, are you like, fuck web development, I don't want to talk about it on Friday? What do you think? Saturday? I think Saturday is fine. For you, it's not for me because instead of chilling, I have to babble up here about web dev and shit. But on the other hand, we learn a lot, so I'm not mad. Everyone says Saturday. Okay, and how about a time zone? Okay, let's just figure that shit out and let's go. Time zone. I've been using this. Somebody said Friday, one person. Well, too late. I use this website to figure out that for me, this time works. So it's a little bit early Pacific time and it's a little bit early. It's a little bit early for the USA and you fuckers are not gonna be up on Saturday morning. What the fuck happened? What? The web. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect example of the web. Anyway, I'm going to keep the same time. We're going to talk about this maybe next time. Last freaking plug. Go ahead, check it out. The pricing is going to increase in a month. It's 2 weeks free trial. We're going to release our biggest updates in the next 4 weeks. We're busting our ass working on it. I would appreciate it if you check it out. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm going to see you on Wednesday. I have a show with... Who do I have a show with? Is it with Redwood? No. I'm talking with the guys from Graph CMS. So if you're interested about GraphQL and the Graph CMS, the headless CMS with GraphQL, blah, 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 tune in on Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to this Twitch, YouTube, wherever the fuck you're watching this. I'm going to leave links. youtube.com/kitse, twitch.tv/thekitse, and that's it. That's it. I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a great rest of the weekend. Rest of the weekend. Get it? GraphQL.